Back in May of 1977, my dad had us for the weekend, and he decided to take us to the movies. And he took us to see a movie called Star Wars. It's amazing that I was 9 years old when that happened in 1977, and here I am 49 years old, and Star Wars just keeps going. And today we are going to look at a brand new Star Wars doll in Mommy's Doll Corner. So, Star Wars. Now, you guys know I'm a Trekkie. I am more of a Trekkie than I am a fan of Star Wars. But this is not to mean that I don't love Star Wars or the Star Wars universe. People think that you have to be one or the other, but you really don't. You can just be, you know, both. You really can. So today, thanks to the good people at Hasbro, I have Rey. Now, this is the Forces of Destiny dolls that Hasbro has come out with. And the Forces of Destiny dolls are these really unique, they're all of the different female characters from, there's Leia and Rey and all the women from Star Wars in this unique doll design that they've come up with for these Forces of Destiny dolls. And thank you so much to Hasbro, first of all, for doing it, and second of all, for sending Rey to me. I was not a fan of, so I love the original 3 movies, not a fan of the prequels at all. I only managed to get through one. The other ones I've seen pieces of that just didn't work for me. But then when Star Wars The Force Awakens came out, I didn't go see it in the movies because I thought it was just going to be another blah, 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 like the prequels. But I watched it on a plane and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I love Rey. I love her character. And if you remember, there was this huge outcry about where's Rey, because she, although a protagonist in the film, had very little merchandise. It was kind of crazy. So I'm really excited about what Hasbro's doing with the Forces of Destiny. And I hope that these sell really, really well, and that, you know, so people can have more of these Star Wars female character dolls. So it says, here's the back of Rey's box. She's very powerful in her stance. And it says, it's Rey of Jakku, which I'm probably totally mispronouncing, and of course BB-8. Rey always stands up for what she believes in, and BB-8 is a feisty, loyal droid. They stick together in their adventures. And apparently this Rey can swing her lightsaber, so we're going to try that. Also available from, but there are more, but I guess similar to Rey, Jyn Erso, right here, there you go, and Sabine Wren. Now I think, I might not be told, I might be lying to you right now, but I think that Blue Ducky has reviewed all of the Forces of Destiny dolls already from Hasbro. So I am going to get Rey and BB-8 out of the box, and we are going to figure out how to make her with her lightsaber and take a closer look. So here is Rey out of the box. She's really, really beautiful. I remember seeing the artwork for these about, oh gosh, maybe 6 months ago, and just loving the whole design concept of them. So we're gonna zoom in on her face and take a look at her outfit and do all the stuff I do here on Mommy's Doll Corner, and then we're gonna take a look at how she does the action moves. So you can pose Rey's arm at different heights, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Right now I've got it up, so she's sort of, you know, getting ready to strike down at someone. I think they did a pretty good job of approximating Rey's actual face. I don't think she looks exactly like the actress, but they did a pretty good job. It's often hard to do, and I like the freckles, I like the eyes, I like the eyebrows. I think the facial sculpt is really, really nice. Also, they did a really good job on her hair. So Rey had kind of a bit of a complicated, convoluted hair thing going on, which to me was just like 3 sassy buns. Like, you know, I'm in a big hurry, I've got a ton of hair, I'm just gonna make 3 giant sassy buns. And so they did kind of recreate that look here, and she's got the tendrils going down the side, which is really pretty. I would not try to take that hair down, guys. So as we go further down, her outfit's very simple, but it's very much like what she's wearing in the movie. Simple, you know, desert wear, and I left the elastic band there on her holster so I don't lose her gun. And she's got her holster strapped to her leg. Now she is jointed in the knees, not in the ankles. And note, very happy, once again, a female character who can stand on her own. And then, of course, she's got her little droid companion, because every protagonist in a Star Wars movie needs to have a cute droid. This is BB-8, obviously taking over the cuteness from R2-D2. BB-8's head swivels, but that's pretty much all BB-8 does. And sits there and looks cute. So, Rey comes with her lightsaber, as you can see. Now this arm can be positioned down here, and you can hear it has sort of a locking mechanism. It's on a spring, and so you can have it sort of in two positions. So I've got it up here. Now, to activate the slashing motion, it's a thing that's been used for years in dolls. You have to squeeze her legs together. So let's pull back and show you how that works. So I'm going to come in here. There's my hand. Are you ready? So when you do that, we'll do it again. Come on. Oops. You see? When you do that, her torso twists and she brings down her arm. Whee! And so this is kind of fun for playing. She can go into battle. And then you can lower her arm like this, and that way she's slashing down lower. Maybe she's going, you know, in for the lunge. Yeah. Yeah, gotta make the lightsaber noise, of course. So, what do you think of Rey? I like the slashing motion. I like that she actually does something. Yeah. So she's very posable. She's an action figure, which I really like a lot. And I like that she's an action figure, but she's also pretty. She's got a really nice facial mold. Her pants are molded on, and her tunic is partially molded onto her. Like, you can take the skirt off, it looks like, but this is an action figure. So, you know, having clothes that, you know, can get in the way, not necessarily something that we want. But note how much they look like fabric and clothing. Like, even down to having, you know, a split seam here in the pants, which of course would allow her more movement. And, you know, they really did put a lot of effort into the design of these dolls, and I really appreciate that Hasbro's done that. You can find these on shelves now. Hi-ya. I keep going hi-ya, but that is not at all the noise you make when you're battling with a lightsaber. Yeah, I could just keep doing this. So there's a bunch of dolls to collect in this series. I've seen them now at pretty much every store, Walmart, Target, Toys R Us. So that's really exciting. Thank you again so much to Hasbro for sending Rey and BB-8 to me. There's a few other dolls in the collection that I want to get. So I have to, I want to get Leia, and have to look into them a little bit more closely and decide who I want. I don't want to collect all of them because I don't have room necessarily, but I do want some more. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the Forces of Destiny dolls, and I will see you again real soon. Bye!